Right then guys, Gaffed is back with the explanation and build tutorial to INSTA CHANGE. It's a very simple gimmick to build. It is this King of Hearts. It is in fact two King of Hearts attached together with elastic thread, and they are both on a red back. I have coated this king with roughing balm so that when I get my other king, which is here, when I place a card in between, which is obviously from a different coloured back, this card will stick to this king, so when I spread I will show the red card and not its actual colour. So when you spread you will show the other king, the gimmick king, because it will be attached with the roughing balm. Now what I did find is I coated the whole face of this card with roughing balm, which was a bit of a mistake, because when you come to do the final reveal at the end, it was sticking to the card look. So I had to put a slight sort of crimp in this king so this blue card would detach enough that you could see it in performance. Like that. So what I would suggest doing this time is just put a bit of roughing balm down the one side, the side that you're going to apply the pressure to. You obviously do need a card from a different coloured back, and just as a convincer I used a double back card with a bit of roughing balm down this one side. We'll come to this in a minute, but we'll just show you how to build the gimmick. It is very simple. You are going to take your cards, you're going to get two picture cards of the same value, just because you can hide the thread in the border of the picture card. What I always do, I get a bit of insulation tape. Now I use insulation tape because it's easy to get off the cards. Normal sellotape is sometimes quite awkward to get off. So I'm going to put some tape down these sides and stick these cards together. This is just so I know these cards are perfectly lined up, so that when I put that thread through they will look like one card basically. So you've got these cards and you're going to obviously need some invisible elastic thread. This is called prym knitting in elastic. It is about £3 or £4 for 200 metre spool of invisible elastic thread. This is the same stuff that all magicians use, but it's a fraction of the price. Very strong, very thin, very elastic. Now to save time I've already threaded my needle, and I'm going to puncture some holes, these two top corners and these two bottom corners. Now it is quite hard to get the needle through the two cards, so I'm just going to use my pen to push it through, which isn't that good an idea. So we've got a hole there, and a hole there. Now I'm going to thread this through the bottom and up the top. So find the hole. God, I can't even see. I can see the hole. Where's the hole, Gaffer? Just there. So we're going to push that through, and I'm going to go back through the face this way just so the knot's on the back. Now I've made this elastic a lot longer than it needs to be so that I wouldn't have to thread the needle again. So if I cut that off about there, and you're going to tie this off. This is quite awkward. Jesus, I did have a bit too much there, didn't I? But the longer the thread you've got, the easier it is to tie. So you're going to get a nice bit of tension on that. I'm going to put my thumb over that knot, and then I'm going to tie it off again. The second knot is always pain, so I'm going to use my lips as a third hand. And then we'll just tie that off once again, just to make 3 knots so I know it's not going to come undone. And we'll cut the excess off. Right, I'm not sure if my lamp is bright enough, guys, so I'm just going to turn the light on a second. Hopefully that's a bit better. Got a bit of a shadow. That's a bit better. I think my batteries are going. So we're just going to do the same on the other side now. So we're going to puncture a hole through this corner. One on the other side. Now I'm going to go through the back of the card. And then through the face. And then tie this one off. Now this elastic thread can be a bit of a pain. So I'm going to get some tension. I'm going to put my thumb just where the knot is and then just put another knot in. Like I say, I'm going to use my lips to grab hold of that bit. And then we'll tie one more knot just to make sure. And then we'll cut the excess off. Get rid of that. Right, I'm just going to put this needle away so I don't lose it. Take your tape off. And we should be almost done. So that's it. Perfect. It will spring back and look like one card from both sides. Now I'm going to get my good old roughing stick, and this time I think I'm just going to rough the one side of the card. The only thing with just roughing the one side of the card is you've got to remember the orientation of the card, because it's only going to be down the one side. So I'm just going to move my mat a minute because I need a firm surface to rub it off on. And I did have a bit of information today that somebody said that beeswax works perfectly well for a roughing balm. So try beeswax. I don't know whether it works or it doesn't. I've had this information from a reliable source, Alex Hobbs. Cheers, buddy. So we've got roughing balm on this card now. We will just check it. Oh, I do need another jack, don't I? I need the jack of spades. I did think I had a jack of spades. There we go. So you're going to be in this position. You've got the 2 jacks. You're not going to show the back of this card, but we'll put your card between the 2 jacks. Now I know the rough's this side, so I'm going to have to turn it over like this. And we can spread this, unspread this, and show your card between the 2 jacks, and let's see if it will separate. Separated, lovely. So right, let's get into the trick itself. The only problem with having roughing balm and a bit of elastic on this card will hide in the deck, so I had to have that on the face. The other jack can go anywhere. This 7 here was hidden with this double backer. Right, let me sort this out. Get all this out of the way. This double backer has some roughing balm somewhere here on this side here. So, and because it was on this side, when I went through the deck like this, you would not see that blue face. So I'm going to put this card a third of the way down the deck. I know it's about a third of the way down. Right, let me show you how the trick works. Right, let me just show you something crazy. I'm just going to take a couple of cards out, some helper cards. So I think we'll use the 2 black jacks. So you can fetch this card out. Now this has got a bit of thread on it, so it wants to stick to this card, so be wary of that. You shouldn't be able to see anything. And we're just going to fetch out the other black jack. These 2 cards are going to help me out in a minute. Now there's no rough on the back of this card or on this one, so you can, these are quite free like this. Just got to remember where the rough is on this card. It's down this side, so remember where it is. And we just need a card selected. You can choose any card. Now in the real world, you would have to force that card. But on a video, I can say call out stop, and I can stop because I can go through and I can feel where that thick card is. This is the thick card. You could easily have this on top, do one of these and show them the 7 of hearts. Now because you've got that roughing balm just on this side, it will push over as 1 card, but when you turn it over it will push off here as 1 card. There's no roughing balm on this side, so this will be the double facer. But how I did it, I had this card hidden. I'm going to go through, call out stop for me anytime you like. Right here, take this card out and show the 7 of hearts. You could get them to sign this card, that would be good. You're going to be able to easily push this off. Don't turn it over because it's blue. Put these aside and then say we're going to place this card between the 2 jacks. Remember your rough's down this side now, so you're going to have to rotate this round. Or if it's that side, you can do this, can't you? Depending on which way you want to do it. But you're going to push on this side, and then underneath you're going to apply a bit of pressure and squeeze that across. So you should be able to see we've got 2, 3 red cards. Your card is in the middle. Watch your card as it turns blue. So that's how it works, guys. You've got this gimmick card with a bit of rough and balm here, so that when this blue card is face up, you can show it in the deck. Red card, the 7 of hearts. That's what I'm talking about. Look, see, it didn't fly out from underneath, so that's the only issue. So we're going to show the 7 is between the 2 jacks. Turn it over, push off, apply a bit of pressure, pull across and show the 7. And it will turn blue. I do hope that tutorial was clear enough, guys. Sorry about the lighting issue. But one more thing. I'm going to write a 3-digit number on this paper. You're not going to see it. I have written a 3-digit number on this paper. I'm going to write my name, Pete, and the date is, I ain't got a clue what the date is. It is Wednesday. Take a good look at what that looks like. I have written a 3-digit number inside this cardboard. Whoever in the comments gets closest to this 3-digit number, I'll stick this in the post. I've just built it. I'll whack it in the post for you. Why not? So there's a 3-digit number in here. Write down a 3-digit number in a comment on this video, and whoever gets closest to it will win it. And I'll show you what the number is. And I want you to verify. I'm not going to just write a number to suit whoever gets the right number. Check this out, the numbers in there. It all look the same. So comment, subscribe, like, guys, and good luck all. Cheers.